Well, I mean, listen, I don't live here, so it's different for me. I'm just a guy here reporting on the scene, and it's tragic. I can only imagine what the people that live here are going through when you see what has happened here. This damage occurred less than 2 hours ago, and the community has just been absolutely leveled. And people are trying to do everything they can to get out of their homes, to find their neighbors, to find their loved ones. Nearby here is the St. John's Regional Medical Center. It has taken a significant hit. In fact, there's I'm not even sure what the smoke or chemicals or steam is that's rising out from the back of the. Maybe I can get an update on what that may be actually.
I think that's either oxygen.
Maybe
maybe
oxygen or a refrigerant that's steaming out the back of the building there. There's a pungent smell of gasoline and natural gas. They're asking everyone to stay out of the Maiden and Main Street area, if you know where that is. Emergency personnel, I believe, at this point are just overwhelmed with the amount of devastation, and they've got to go door to door to door to try to find anyone that may be trapped or may still be alive that they can recover. But tragic situation this evening. Search and rescue continues right now. We're going to keep you updated right here on the Weather Channel. Yes. All right, go ahead. Hi, this is Mike. This is a microphone check. No audio.
Test, test, test. Test, test, test.
Yeah.
Test, test, test. Channel 2, channel 2. Channel 2. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Multiple rescues still going on
All right.
throughout the city.
Thank you.
Okay, big boy.
I'm gonna forward. Did you? I'm gonna forward. Oh. Tasha wants a survivor. If you come upon anybody. Okay. Oh, that came to your email too.
We left everything running. Right? Car still in there. Yeah. Yeah. Good. 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 Yep.
Thank you. We're here.
You can drive.
30 seconds, Brad.
There's a black tape, a case. It has Will.
Brad. We're going to shoot. Yeah, I mean, it really is a stunned community this evening. And you look at these trees. Many of them have just been completely uprooted, but you have large, giant trees there that are missing branches. They've been debarked. There are homes here. I mean, you take a look at this home right here. It's been removed off its foundation. The only safe place to be in this home would be down in the crawl space, because the remainder of the home is not even there. So if you were to take refuge maybe in a closet or maybe in a bathroom or something like that, you may not have made it. You could only survive underground there. But look at the homes. I mean, look at the vehicles. They've been just mangled here. Vehicles over there that have just been absolutely crushed. We've got power lines that are down right now. There's a smell of natural gas and gasoline in the air, and the damage goes on as far as you can see. We're not exactly sure how far the damaged path is. We, from our vantage point where we are, would say it's at least 3 miles long and about a mile wide. So we know we had a very large, powerful multi-vortex tornado that was reported but still search and rescue continues right now. We know that the neighboring Galena Fire Department has arrived on the scene, and they are trying to help. They just don't have any information where to go, what to do, so they too are in a bit of disarray right now, just trying to go door to door and find people that may need assistance. Basically, it's just come up to a firefighter. If you're looking for somebody, if you think your neighbor is missing, or maybe you've got a loved one, a family member that's missing, you just go up to a firefighter and say, hey, help me. I need to find somebody. But it's just devastation everywhere you look. The sun's now setting off to the west there. This is the St. John Regional Medical Center that has taken a significant hit. We were actually told a story that one of the nurses was saying that they had about 5 minutes warning, and that was it. And they just ran for cover. Windows started exploding, and she actually even witnessed a man that was actually thrown out of the building, tragically. So just an unfolding situation right now. We were actually chasing this tornado. We were in behind it in a very heavy rain and hail core. Couldn't see anything. Obviously a potentially rain-wrapped tornado here. We couldn't witness anything at that point. Didn't know what was even ahead of us until we rolled into town, heard on the scanners the damage, and this is what we ended up seeing here. But obviously a very tragic situation this evening in Joplin, Missouri. You hear the sirens in the air here with ambulances and firefighters on the scene as we speak. We'll be right back. Guys okay?
Or you don't know when more backup. It's just kind of whenever.
What's that?
One more backup. It's just kind of like whenever.
Yeah.
Because I could bust out some. Just
Okay, go ahead, Brad. Try up around front there. Sean, you got us? All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. We're going to stop and check our settings. Sean, I have closer.
Got a spark, they got gas leaks.
Do you see us, Sean? JK? All right, they have us. This is fine. Right there. Give me the name again. Mike McConnell? O'Connell. Mike. I think they've actually determined now that there may not actually be a danger. What may be emitting from the back of the building may actually be an oxygen or something regenerate, but actually has already been turned off, and that's really great news. And people are back near that facility. They want to get in there and see if they can maybe get anyone out that needs assistance. But the damage is just immense here in Joplin. Look at these large trees that have been uprooted. This home is just a mangled mess. And this is what so many homes look like here in Joplin. As the tornado occurred maybe a little more than 2 hours ago, and we need help here in Joplin. The people need assistance. They need medical personnel here. They need search and rescue. I want to bring in us on the phone, Mike O'Connell. He is the director of the Missouri Department of Public Safety. Mike, thanks for being with us. So, I mean, the images here to us are truly stunning. What can the state of Missouri do to help Joplin? What? Mike, Mike, we appreciate your time this evening. Obviously, the state doing everything they can. Really appreciate your time there. Everything they can to get in here and help the town of Joplin. Just an overwhelming amount of work to be done right now, and the immediate concern are people's safety and searching for people that may still be trapped within debris. I mean, when you look at the heavy debris that we have here, there's the possibility that someone could still be in there. They may be injured. They can't get out. The debris is too heavy. They need to get the dogs in there. They need to get personnel that are trained in extracting people from buildings like this and getting them out in a very safe manner. But now that sun is going to set, and they may end up being in there overnight, and they may have to sustain themselves for hours on end before someone could get in there. We know that neighbors have been telling us I know my neighbor's in there. I just can't get to him. It's too dangerous for me to get in there. And there just aren't enough first responders here right now to deal with the immense tragedy that is here. We're talking at least a mile-wide tornado. We can see a damaged path that is at minimum now 3 miles long. And the only reason I say that is because I can't see farther than about that. But the damaged path may go on beyond that. Cell phone service is very, very spotty right now. A few people have been able to make calls, but so many people saying, I can't call somebody I need to call. I think we have an extreme need for temporary cell phone towers for communication here. Supplies like water, bedding, medical supplies. People need emergency treatment. We've seen people that have wounds to their hands, to their arms, to their legs, head wounds. So we need bandages for people. We need probably antibiotics for people as well. So, I mean, obviously, there's a lot to be done here still. It's a tragic situation that's just unfolded, and we were right on it. We were just behind this tornado. Fortunately for us and our crew, we actually ended up being behind the tornado, didn't actually see it at the time. It was likely rain wrapped. The visibility was very, very poor. We were in behind the tornado. We were hearing reports on the scanner on our radio that there was a tornado, but now that we've rolled into town and we've seen this, the very first damage we rolled upon, by the way, was a fire department that had been knocked over. Brick fire department, and the bricks in the side of the building on the engines. Kelly and Paul, firefighters, were actually pulling their brethren out of there and extracting them from the building. Just a tragic situation, the likes of which I've never seen before. Okay, you want to feed some of that?
Well, I can give him the card and we can
Okay,
do it from there.
let's do that.
You get like a second, I can.
Yeah, we do. Go ahead. You all right? How you doing? Good. He got to me there. Hi, Jim.
It's on that one somewhere. I guess if you got a second pad.
You want me to leave this light with you?
Unusable. What's that mean? Mike Jenkins is going to feed some stuff right now. Everything from earlier is unusable, the Weather Channel is saying.
Well, I rolled on a bunch of
But-
it, so.
Brad, listen, we rolled in our camera. We're going to feed that. Mike Jenkins is going to feed that now. He's gonna feed some of that now. We've got some firefighters using sledgehammers and what have you. Well, we can do that look live for you right now. You guys all right?
Yeah, we were.
Anything?
We called in earlier. They told us to go to 34th and I-44 to help. Nobody will let us know this way. All the cops.
I don't know exactly where that is. I don't know if you can get down that way. It's all debris, and even over there, it's all debris. I don't think you get. I do, yes. There is one. We're coming. There's one home. I'll find it for you. All right, they want to, Brad. They want to record something. Okay. Let's come up here. Just put that over there. So we'll just walk. It's a 1-minute thing that they want to tape. We'll do a whole 360, Brad. So just put it where, throw it over that way by that vehicle. All right, hopefully you have our shot solid. Here we go. Jim, I'm going to go ahead and record this for you now.
So are they recording or are they me recording?
The Weather Channel is doing it. Here we go. On the scene this evening of a devastating tornado that has tore through the southwest Missouri town of Joplin. It is damage as far as the eye can see. Large trees that have been uprooted, homes that have been demolished, some of them wiped right off their foundation. A town right now that is in utter shock as people are just looking for their neighbors. They're looking for loved ones. The town is overwhelmed right now because of the damage, and you can see that it's just almost as far as the eye can see. We believe now we had maybe as wide as a mile-wide tornado come through Joplin. From what we've been able to witness, maybe 3 miles or longer damage path, at least in this area. Even the hospital was hit. That is the St. John Regional Medical Center. Nearly every window in that hospital has been taken out. There was a large chemical leak in behind that. The pungent smell of gas and natural gas is in the air. You can hear the sirens from fire departments coming in to help, and neighbors just searching through debris, trying to find their neighbors, trying to find their family members, mangled cars that had just been crushed by debris that were tossed into the air. This is a scene in Joplin, Missouri this evening as a large tornado has struck this southwest Missouri town. We will keep you updated with the very latest here from Joplin. I'm Mike Bettis. Back to you. Hi.
Hey, Mike, I'm Tiffany Alaniz from
Hi,
KRDE
Tiffany.
here.
How are you doing?
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Did you guys get the information out about the triage center at Memorial Hall and all of that stuff?
No, but I will take that information.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Memorial Hall. It's at 7th, like almost 7th and Main.
Memorial Hall. Let me write that down. So they want everyone to medical.
Walking wounded from this storm. Joplin's Memorial Hall.
Memorial Hall. So if you have an injury, go there.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Freeman has had to take on. We have only 2 hospitals here in Joplin.
Okay.
This is one. The other one's right across, like down and across.
Okay.
But Freeman has had to take on all the St. John's critical patients.
Okay.
I just talked to the St. John's PIO. So they had to take on, Freeman had to take on all of the St. John's critical patients. So they're overloaded right now, Freeman, because not that they weren't prepared for disaster, they were, but they didn't expect to have a hospital taken out.
Right.
So Freeman has accepted all of the St. John's critically injured. Only life-threatening injuries should be going to Freeman right now.
Okay.
And the rest should go to Memorial Hall.
Anything else? Is there what, tell me. We have no idea like what to tell people because okay.
I don't know, there's so many people missing. And this lady up here is looking for her husband.
I've never seen.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's kind of neighbors that we've seen neighbors pull, kind of their neighbors out and stuff like that.
Have
It's
you
just
guys
that I
been
don't
farther
think
down
that
that